Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, my honorable lecturer. In this lovely occasion, I would like to present my reading report. It is talking about translation and interpretation. But before coming to my presentation today, let me introduce myself. My name is Abelio Andespano, and I am a student from Introduction to Applied Linguistics. Now, let's start my discussion today. It is talking about translation and interpretation. The first discussion from our topic today, from my topic today, is talking about what is translation. The main idea of translation, most of us likely involves the reproduction of the source text into the target text, which faithfully represent the original content, meaning, spirit, and style. So, translation is the process of translating something from the source language to the target language, but we also must be careful with the content, meaning, spirit, and also style. Well, the second discussion from this topic, it is talking about the real objective of translation. Translation, however, does not only discuss matters or even things that have to do with word level correspondence or grammar, but to the language used in the context. To translate sentences, we need to know to address because many languages distinguish between familiar and polite pronoun forms. Beyond the structural features, we have to judge the desired function of the sentence in its context. It is just an observation, instruction, or it is a command that is express sadness, happiness, and or pleasure or anger. We need to look at all of these problems. So it means that if we want to translate from the source language to the target language, we also need to see the correspondent, the word, and as well as the grammar. We also need to think that is this the sentence polite or not into to our target language. We also should be careful for the for the sentence, because we need to think that how it should be expressed. Well, the third discussion from this topic, it is talking about is this translation literal or free. Historically, the central debate regarding translation has revolved around whether translation should be literal or free. And the literal or free dichotomy continues to be a translation discussion until today. The debate is basically about how the translation should be done and then how it should be done. Strict literalism in the translation, where there is a strict adherence to the source language structure and vocabulary, often result in incomprehensible into the target language. Uh, There are a number of problems with literal and free dichotomy. One problem from this pattern is the terms of literal and free do not have precise or agreed upon definitions. Well, according to the book, the problem can be restated in different forms of equality, which call formal and dynamic. Formal equivalence aims to reflect the content of the source language, while dynamic equation aim to produce equations give the reader an effect as experienced by the original text reader. The next discussion from this topic is talking about what is interpreting. Interpreting covers various forms of oral translation, usually of spoken discourse, but sometimes extending to oral translation of written text. Interpreting as a profession and as an activity is distinct from translation. Interpreter must have likely developed listening skill and be fluent and clear speaker. They must also be able to work very fast. So it means that the interpretation process is more difficult rather than translation process. Then the interpreter also should have a good skill in listening and should be fluent in English. The next discussion from this topic is talking about how can it be different from translation. It means that the interpretation. Well, and as like I said before, that unlike translator who can usually do research while working of the translation, interpreters must be equipped with prior knowledge of the field of or topic they are translating into. And while translator can consider the translation decision, interpreter must make the decision immediately. The status and role of interpreter are severely restricted. In count work, them to be excluded from the pre-trial discussion and documents relevant to the case. In this case, interpretation requires skills and higher concentration than translation activities, and it can describe to us that the interpretation process is more difficult than translation process. And the next discussion from this topic, it is talking about what happened in subtitling. Subtitling is an activity of translating dialogue in visual media such as films or written text or on the screen. Subtitling is a form of limited translation which places a sizable demand on translators. The transition from speech to writing means the important feature of spoken language such as intonation, tone, volume, and missing. Likewise, the dialectical, varietal, and idiolectical features such as non-standard pronunciation or vocabulary and the use of character-specific verbal behavior pose problem for subtitles. So it means that subtitle is an activity from when we translate the dialogue in visual media such as film and such a film in the written text. So the subtitle will help the readers to be more understand about the film. So I think that's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.